All right, we are recording. First off, it's been a big week, y'all. If you missed out, like, we've had a pretty big week. Amanda hit diamond this week. Woo woo, Amanda! And that's a huge accomplishment. So a huge shout out to Amanda for hitting that new rank this week. Who is also building a pretty amazing team and have some coaches who also rank advanced, like Rhiannon, who hit Emerald this week. Congratulations, Rhiannon. Yeah, girl. And Jamie, who's not on, hit Emerald last week as well. And we will be celebrating Christina hitting Emerald this next Thursday. She just locked that in. So lots of exciting things going on within this team. I mean, you guys saw the leaderboards on Thursday or Friday, whenever I posted them. Just the lives that are being changed from us showing up and being consistent and sharing that struggle and sharing that reality that is trying to make things work at home with all the chaos. And we're doing the best that we can. And, 34 lives changed so far this month. And that doesn't include, that's just like new coaches and challenge pack sales. That doesn't include the people that are signing up for Bod behind the scenes. That doesn't include the people that are jumping into our groups with a free trial or with Clean Week, or, who are renewing their subscriptions. And, it's not just the Success Club points. So where the leaderboards may look, shiny and sparkly and like, look at all those lives changed, it's a lot more than that in the grand scheme of things. And that doesn't include the people that are watching us that are deciding to get up off the couch today and go for a walk because they were inspired by your workout, and the people that are watching your stories that may feel extremely alone right now, but feeling that connection to you because they check in with you every day and see you showing up for yourself gives them a little bit of hope and gives them a little bit of inspiration. So when we talk about changing lives, it's not just about selling challenge packs. It's about being that continued source of inspiration to others and being that amazing support system and community that we all do so great at doing and sharing. So congrats, team, on another amazing week on the books and in the world. And we still have practically an entire week left of this month to crush some goals. I'm going to post a little end of month challenge in the team page later today after we get off this call. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Does anybody have anything they want to share this week? Any victories from this week? Anything that you want to brag on yourself for? Because you should.
I want to say shout out to Sarah and Rhiannon every morning for hopping on at the butt cracking on with me and pushing. So if you guys are wanting to go for big goals, we get on every day, no later than 5:30, and we do power hours every single day. So if you're needing that extra push, and that's Central Time, because I forgot there's other people in time zones, feel free to get
other
on.
time zones. And it seems early, like I get it, but honestly, I mean, you guys know when you hop on Zoom, it's like you're hopping into like sitting in your living room with your girlfriend. So that's exactly how we feel in the morning, like 3 sips of Energize in and I'm ready to go. And the other thing is, like, sometimes people aren't comfortable inviting that early in the morning. I just get everything else done and I invite later. So I already know like the people I'm going to invite and I have that all organized. So if you're not comfortable inviting at 5:30 in the morning, and I know some people aren't, and depending on which platform it is, like especially with Facebook, those are my local friends. They would think I'm insane if I'm messaging them at 5:30 in the morning a lot of times. So I just save those people until later, but I have my list and I'm organized during that time.
And she's completely opposite than me. I get all my invites done like very first thing. That way I don't even have to think about it and wonder, and like whatever comes out of my mouth at 5:30 in the morning, I kind of use as like, sorry, it was super early. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, but do you want to join? Because it's really fun.
Right. You just have to do, and I think that is, you do what works for you, and it's, you don't have to stick to that, whatever's in that time frame.
but we're like all there. So if you're interested, like we're all there and we kind of like bounce ideas off of each other. Or if someone's struggling with something, it's just another time for us to come together and not have to chat like in the chat about it. So
in worst case scenario, we're also normally on at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So you have that option too. That's a little bit more laid back at 4 p.m. You never know what's going to come out at 4 p.m. Wine, energize, hydrate after a bottle of wine. You know, you don't know. So, but the 5:30 is a little bit more structured. The 4 o'clock, the other day I hosted my first.
Yeah, you did.
That's my win for the week. I hosted my first power hour with some help from Amanda, and I made slides on Canva, and that's huge because I'm not a Canva person.
And they're beautiful. Like you have a gift, my friend. Very beautiful slides, and it was excellent and wonderful. So yes.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. So we do have fun. We play music and hang out and bounce ideas off of each other and conversations off of each other. So it's not all work and no play. We definitely play a little bit.
And I will say, guys, like I was not a believer in like doing power hour type stuff. Like I was like, oh, I'll just like, and I'm not, y'all know it, I'm not up at 5:30. So like me getting up to do a power hour at 5:30 in the morning, I would like to say that I'll be up at 5:30 and we'll go do it. But I just also know that I don't want to set myself up for failure. But I do get my power hours in during the day, or I may take 30 minutes at 6:30 to, send out some messages and check in with people from my stories and ask people if they need help. And my go-to message right now that I'm sending is like, I hope you're staying healthy and safe. I see you popping up in my stories. Is there anything I can help you with fitness, nutrition, accountability, community right now? Or, I have a brand new group launching, in May. I'd love to send you some information. Are you wanting a little bit more with fitness and nutrition and to plug into a community? And it's just that simple. It's connecting with people who are watching you, engaging with, their social media posts, their Instagram feed, their stories, following up with people who, maybe you've had a conversation with earlier in the month, and just continuing that repetitive pattern. And when you get in the habit of doing that every single day, that's where that habit forms, and that's where you continue to build that success in your business. So I can't say, that it's something that you must force yourself to do, but by doing those things, by getting into that habit, like it just becomes second nature. And it's just that, you're using that tracker, you're doing simple steps that are moving your business forward, and it pays off short-term and long-term. So yeah, lots of opportunities. I think we'll probably post a schedule on the team page tomorrow for power hour opportunities this week. So if that's something you want to do, I know that with this week being the last week of the month, we're going to squeeze a couple of them in as well. Also, this Thursday was supposed to be the last day to rank advance for Summit. So like if you wanted to walk the stage as a diamond at Summit, as a 1-star, this Thursday is the last day to do that. Now we're not having Summit anymore, but I know that they're working on something special to do recognition for those who are moving their businesses forward. If you've been to Summit before, they have these big giant banners with like everyone's name on them for like, team builder and like new emerald and success starter and all those things. So I know that they're going to do something. I know that they usually, when you go to check-in, that you get all the medals that you've accrued for the last year. So like, for example, like if you are a Success Club All-Star, which means you've hit Success Club 12 months in a row. If you're an All-Star Legend, you've hit Success Club 24 months in a row, you get a medal for that. If you're an Emerald Coach, Diamond Coach, 1-star, you get a medal. So I don't know if they're going to still be doing that. I would assume that they probably will, and I don't know if they'll be mailing them out or what, or some kind of recognition. But stay plugged into the Champions page or Coach 411, because I know there will be some stuff coming around the bend. But like I said, this Thursday with Thursday being the last day to rank Advance for Summit. If that's something on your goal board, then by all means, like this week, get with me, get with your coach, and we can kind of walk through and reverse engineer those goals and figure out what it is that you need to get to that next level. So,
a couple things on with that is, if you've never been to Summit, it is the coolest thing to see your name on a banner that hundreds of thousands of people walk past. Like, just, and Tracy probably can attest to this, she's not here, but it's just freaking cool. And like last year, my goal last year was to not have to wait in the line. So like when you register at Summit, there's lines. And so if you're a coach or an emerald, you go in like the general line. And if you're diamond or above, you have like VIP speedy line. So literally last year I walked in the ballroom and I got to go to the front of the line, which doesn't seem huge, but it is in that community. Like, it is huge that, 400 people are standing in this line and you get to walk to the front, and then they hand you a medal and they say congratulations, and you wear that medal around your neck, and it is cool, and you get like the little tag. So the recognition piece, I think, is huge when you are in the community, and you just, because you do work your butt off, and we don't get paid a ton, and it's never about the pay. At least for me, it's about the community piece, but just that little piece of recognition, I think, is huge. And then going back to the power hour, I dropped our conversations and our invites and our follow-ups from the other day in the chat. So if you need those, I also have the recording from our call. For some reason, Facebook is telling me it's too long, which it's no longer than anything else. So I'm still playing around with that. If 5:30 in the morning or 4 o'clock doesn't work for you for a power hour, let your coach know. Like, I'm, with the exception of very small pockets of time, like my schedule's a little flexible right now. And like, I love doing power hours now. So let us know, and we would jump on with you at any time and guide you through a power hour.
Yeah, even if it's like, because I know like I have very limited time. So if you're under me and you want a power hour, like, let's put it out there. Because that's why I legit have my day scheduled. Like, most of my hours every day are taken. So.
And my day is too, like, I have that schedule, but I'm a little bit more flexible on most days than Amanda's schedule is. So
you don't have to power with your coach. Like,
no,
you can power with anybody on this team. So keep that in mind.
And even just like pulling up a recording, like Sarah and Amanda use like Kim Fitzpatrick's power hours a lot. And there's a ton in, what'd you say?
It's so good. Yesterday we introduced Kelly to Jen Guthrie's power hour. That changed your life.
There are so many opportunities. And even in the Beachbody Champions page, there's a ton of like power hours. So just to go in and like watch one of those and like pull your notebook out, pull your tracker out, and just sit down and say, okay, you know what? Like, I literally have 37 minutes in my day today to give to my business. So I'm going to make the most out of this time, and I'm going to do the things. And that's what a power hour does for you. It's income producing activities. It's doing the things that are going to give you the results in your business. Because I like to set aside separate time for like my challenger check-ins, and I'm not always the best at doing that, but I like to do that like at the very end of the day, and I like to get the work part done during the day. And I'm also extremely available right now. So if there's a, one-on-one or a, I just don't really feel comfortable jumping on a call with a bunch of people to do a power hour, I kind of need a little bit more guidance on my own, by all means, like, reach out, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other grow, and we're here to help each other learn, and we're here to help each other do better. So tons of opportunities that will be coming this week for that as well. And I work with my upline Deidre to try to put some different times out there too. And I'll share those this week, because I know she'll be doing like a daytime Tuesday call. I know the Dream Team call is during the day on Mondays. They've changed that around. Unfortunately, like, I think that's just going to be kind of the way it is now for those calls. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else have any victories you want to share from this week?
Oh, I signed my husband up.
Yay!
And I've noticed that my posture is getting better.
Yeah.
And I finished week 3 of Bar Blend, and that's the longest I've ever stuck with a workout program.
That is awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Girl.
Congrats.
So I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah. Congrats. Anybody else? And feel free to just unmute and hop in if you have anything that you want to add. So let's dive into Bod Groups real quick, because that is kind of the big thing coming in this next. Actually, you know what? I'm going to reverse before we do that, because a couple things I want to talk about for May, upcoming May, and since Bod Groups is coming up, kind of utilizing that launch to kind of take your business to the next level. So we have, if you are if you subscribe to the Mompreneur monthly challenge group, she sends out for like $18, $20 a month, you get like an entire package of materials to use for your challenge groups. I personally use that. It's made it's just made things so much easier for me, because all the content is created. The images are created for you, meal plans are created. I usually go in there and just kind of dissect everything. And that's what I've been sharing in my challenge groups. And the content is great. I mean, there's a lot of engaging things that are in there, and like when you've been running challenge groups for 5.5 years, like you don't always have new, fresh ideas. So that is something that has been super, super helpful. I love being able to use that for the groups and just kind of to help with your own personal, like upgrading your own personal content for the group. Like I feel like there's things in there that helps me outside of the group, like on social media and things that I use. She gives you Instagram story templates, and she gives you posting ideas, and she gives you calendars and all kinds of stuff that come in this monthly little bundle. So it's definitely a great investment. But what I will say is the month of May is, we celebrate Mother's Day in the month of May. And every year, what I've been doing for the last several years is do a mom-themed group. And I was brainstorming the other day, like, okay, I'm going to use the content for my May group, but what can I do above and beyond, like to do this moms group? And I got to thinking about doing like having better accountability. What better way to help somebody stay accountable is if they have their mom or their sister or their mom friend join them and make it a challenge between the two of them. Because, when you have somebody close to you that's like staying accountable too, it makes it a little easier to kind of stay the course. I know for a fact my mom reached out recently and said, like, this has been hard. I've been gaining weight this last month. Like, I really need to get back on track. And I was like, all right, let's do it. Like this, let's refocus and re-engage and kind of go from there. So I was, for the month of May, and you can take this idea and run with it or not. I won't be offended if you think it's a dumb idea or whatever, but I am going to do a mom group specifically for like a Strong as a Mother May moms group. And that is going to be run on Bod Groups and not a Facebook group. It's going to be separate from my current online community. And this is going to be similar content. I'm probably going to use a lot of the mompreneur stuff, but I'm going to add things in there, like challenges to do with another person. I'm going to encourage them to bring a friend. Y'all, referrals are great. When somebody says, you know what, my sister wants to sign up with me, or my friend really wants to do this too, can I get them signed up? So whether you're bringing people on as new challengers or they're coming in and they're going, you know what, actually my sister and my mom want to do this too. Okay, well then let's get you signed up as a coach so you can be compensated for bringing these people to the group. Or you say, you know what, great, thank you for bringing them into the group. Let me send you a gift since you've given me these referrals. So my goal for this moms group that I'm going to start on the 4th, next Monday, not this Monday, next Monday, is to bring women in together that can do this together, that can link arms together. So not just the accountability piece, but to give them kind of a challenge to like to join together and like, you know, either beat each other if they're like competitive, or to really just focus on helping each other succeed too. I'm going to add in, you know, mom challenges. I'm going to put a lot of mom article content, things like that in there, a lot of like stress relief tips, anxiety stuff, things that like moms can relate to specifically. So if that's something that interests you, you know, I did make an image for myself that I'll share in the page. You can easily go make something on Canva, take a pic with you and your kids, and use something like that, or, you know, with your best girlfriends or your mom or whatever, and put that out there and invite to it. And you can always jump into my group too, or get with your coach as well. And the group will be open to the team to utilize and use. But yeah, anyway, so Strong Mom, Strong as a Mother group coming for the month of May. I'll probably do some little prizes and stuff in there, mom themed prizes, just little, you know, things. But that, and then I'll be putting some Instagram stories out there as well that can be used for that group if that's something that interests you too. Okay, so May group, Bod Groups is coming. If you haven't watched the Bod Groups training, 100% go watch that today, tomorrow, because it's literally coming tomorrow. Like the My Challenge Tracker app will be gone, and then the Bod Groups will be new. So everything will be moved over ideally. And we're kind of hoping, like fingers crossed, that this launch goes smooth. We know that Beachbody launches in the past have been a little hectic. Sarah, did you want to say something?
Yeah, so I've had at least 2 challenger messages today that they can't log into My Challenge Tracker app. Tiffany was able to go on through like Safari and get in, but she also has a coach portal and she signed up as a coach. So like my challenger who doesn't have a coach portal cannot log in. And so we've done the resetting, you know, of the app and turning it off, your phone off and turning it back on. And it already says Bod. And then when they go over to Bod, it says you're not assigned to a coach. So just beware. If you use the app, there already is just some kinks in your day. And I just said, I'm going to work today trying to figure out if you can get in or how you can get in. If you can't, tomorrow, if you still can't get in, I'll do a live chat with them. But I mean, it's going to be hectic tomorrow. But I think just being there for your challengers and being honest, like there's going to be a couple kinks, like message me with whatever you need, if you need the accountability, but they're already not working, some apps.
So plan on, if you're using the challenge tracker, plan on setting aside a little bit of time tomorrow so that way you can convert your group over and check in with those people in there. And maybe you go in today and like make sure that you have everybody that you've invited, and that you have a list of all of your people, so that way nobody gets like missed, just in case things don't go as smooth and like it just drops everybody out of there, and then you have to go back and find the people that have been checking into your challenge tracker app every day. So go, you know, set aside a little time this weekend to kind of get familiar with the Bod Groups. Now, if you're a new coach, or if you're a newer coach, if you've never run a group on My Challenge Tracker, I think this is going to be, it's only going to make all of this challenge tracker stuff app situation better. I have an app group that I've ran for about 2.5 years straight. I've done separate groups on there. I just have, it's my same Facebook community just on the app that I use right now. And I have anywhere from like 10 to 16 people that check in every day, out of like the 55 people that are in there. That's great. But what this is going to do is when your person logs into Beachbody On Demand, their groups that you run are going to pop up at the bottom, and they're going to be able to request to join those groups. So instead of having to go search through your customer list and find people and find their email addresses, they'll be able to just join that. So that includes all of your leads that you've accrued since you became a coach. That includes anybody that has ever signed up with you. That includes all of your coaches as well will be able to see those groups. What Beachbody also does for us is there are challenge group guides within the system. And the FAQ for Bod Groups is 7408. I'm going to just type that into the chat. And I'm going to just pull up my back office here in just a second. But they run, they do challenge group guides for us as well. So if you're like, you know what, okay, I'm going to dive into this My Challenge Tracker thing or this Bod Groups, I'm going to get really familiar. I'm going to create a group on there. Don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel. If you want to use posts that we post in our challenge groups, by all means, copy and paste those. If you're doing the mompreneur thing, there you go. But you can also find your the challenge group guides as well. There's actually a website, I think it's TBB Challenge Group Guides or something.com. And there is a website, bodgroups.com as well. So all of these things, I know this is like super boring and like, oh, this training and blah, 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 but like, it's really going to be a great tool to get your community together and get your community engaged. And if you're like, I have so many Facebook notifications, I don't want to run a group on Facebook, I don't want to spend as much time on Facebook, I would prefer to do something like this, then this is a great resource for you to use as well. So Bod Groups training, real quick, I'm going to just show you guys in case you haven't seen it yet. In the back office, if you go into training, there is Bod Groups training back here. Can you guys see my screen? Come on. And then in here, there is all of this, like there's the training, there's the tutorial. This is just a memory jogger that like, it's like a contact list. All of that stuff in there. In the coach breaking news, there is everything new and up and coming. And if you've noticed, like the website is super slow today because they're getting ready to launch this new system. So there's all this Bod Group stuff in here, tons of tools. There is a, on the Beachbody blog, an article there that talks a little bit more about Bod Groups. If you are an email person, it might be a good time to put an email together and send that out to your people this weekend. But again, all this stuff is in here. Challenge group guides. This Strong Mamas video is really, really good. So if you have a couple minutes today, make sure you watch that. Definitely tugs at your heartstrings. So all this stuff is in here. Again, you can access it in the training or just go to the Coach Breaking News in the back office. And that Coach Breaking News spot is great for like, we get emails regularly from Beachbody and we see stuff in the Beachbody Champions page and the Team Beachbody Coach 411. But if you ever have questions, you can always just pop into this Coach Breaking News because it's going to direct you to the FAQs on everything and kind of tell you what's going on for the month. So for example, there's like the 10 rounds program is in here. There's a challenge group guide for that. And what's cool about these challenge group guides is they give you a ton of content. So you can literally create a Bod group and you can go in and you can schedule all of this content. You can schedule all of these posts. So if you have a lot of people that are interested in 10 rounds, maybe you create a 10 rounds group and you put all this content in there. But that will all come within the next 24 hours. So we'll have access to all that stuff. Does anybody have any questions about the Bod Groups stuff? And I really feel like the training, the Kim Carver video, it's a 30-minute video, but it's super simple and he walks you through it. And it just makes things easier. Yes.
In addition to that video in the Beachbody Champions page, there's a 45-minute video where he goes in and answers a ton of questions. So if you've not watched that, like if you watch that training and you have more questions, go to the Beachbody Champions page and he addresses a ton more questions.
He's wonderful. He's like my favorite Beachbody person, Kim Carver. All right, we good? So real quick, I want to share that we have this last month we've done a leaning in and leveling up, like elevate your business, take your business to the next level kind of group. Deidre and I were talking in the end of March, and we were like, we got to get a group of like, let's just balls to the wall, high energy, like let's do some things. So we've had a great group going for leadership stuff, diving into leadership, diving into building your business, the importance of rank advancing your business to, to take your business to that next level, to increase your volume, to increase your income. And it's been a really, really good group. So we are actually going to continue that group through the month of May. If you are, so here's a couple little things to note. So if you're new to this business, or if you're still kind of trying to find your footing, all of these numbers, these team leader, team builder, rank advance, qualification stuff are just like random words that probably don't make a ton of sense. But if you are working your business to like take your business to the next level, if you are working your business to build a stable, steady, continual, income type of business, then these things are important to your success. And I know we all have different things that drive our business. For some, it's recognition. For some, it's income. For some, it's results from challengers. For some, it's just a combination of a lot of things. But as far as the business building piece, we're really going to dive into that this next month and talk about what team builder means, what it means to build your volume, how you get to new leader conference, how you get to 2-star qualifying, how you continue to see your volume grow and help your coaches continue to build and grow their businesses as well. Because it's not just okay, I hit Emerald, like high five, now I can coast, or I hit Diamond, high five, now I can take my foot off the gas. Like if you are building your business to build, then the things that come with achieving those next levels and achieving those next rank do fall a little bit more under the leadership side of things, and understanding how volume and Success Club points and APV and all of those things work in the back office. And there's a lot of stuff back there. Like if you just dive into the back office and you start clicking on things, like my head's swirling, I get dizzy. I'm like, what is all this stuff? What do all these numbers mean? But what we're really going to do this next month is focus on continuing to like break down that whole like intimidation factor of like what all of that stuff means, and really simplify everything and really just focus on continual leadership and continual growth, and not just helping yourself see your business grow, but how you can continue to get better results for your clients, and how you can continue to increase your value and increase your ability to help people succeed. And then help your coaches have successes too, and kind of figure out that leadership piece a little bit deeper. So, so one thing that and I think I posted this in the team page. If not, I will. I think I posted did I post the Emerald one? I can't remember if I just posted an Emerald tracker or, but there's an Emerald bubble and there's a Diamond bubble. And we talk about getting to Emerald, how that's like a first big goal in your business, because then you unlock the compensation plan. Well, then you continue to do that when you continue to rank, advance, and hit the next level of successes in your business. And that increases your pay, and it increases your ability to earn more cycle bonuses. So I'll tell you guys, my husband's been a coach signed up underneath me for 5 years. And he's always been an Emerald coach. And I have built his business to the point now where he maxes out as an Emerald coach. You can only earn $250 a week on cycle bonuses. And I have built him to the point where he maxes out nearly weekly. And that is wonderful. And I'm so super grateful for the ability to do that with his business. But it also reminds me that, like, I don't want to have an income cap on something that I shouldn't have to, because if I can just work a little bit more, if I can just do a little bit more, if I can just, take him to that next level, then I'll hit that goal and I won't have to worry about that. So there's a reason why we talk about these rank advancements. There's a reason why we give ourselves the opportunity, and it's a pretty incredible position to be in, where you can give yourself a raise and where you can get recognition that you don't normally get from doing little things like this that build your business. So that group we're going to do some like guest speaker calls this next month, some next level leadership type stuff. And then as far as qualification goes, if you're pushing for another rank, getting that in before the end of May. I think May 21st is the last day to qualify for quarter 2. So if you want more information on that, Sarah.
Can you talk a little bit more about like what you're qualifying for? Like,
yes.
If you qualify by May 21st, what does that mean?
So as a diamond coach, the qualifications are typically for star diamond ranks. So if you are working toward diamond, if you are working toward, that next level or star diamond or whatever, then you have to hold that rank for 6 weeks to be recognized as a lifetime diamond, star diamond, 2-star, 5-star. So holding that rank and for the purpose of, like, if premier or elite coach is on your radar, then you have to hold your rank for 6 weeks out of the year. And that's 6 consecutive weeks. So like in the team page, I just bumped up the team builder qualification tracker. And this is a lot of numbers and a lot of information. And if you've never seen this before, like, don't freak out. But this just walks you through like how to hit those next levels of leadership in your business. But 6 consecutive weeks, you have to hold your diamond rank to qualify for team builder. You have to have 1,000 volume on your weak leg to hit team builder. Team leader is 5. Team leader is 2,500 volume, and then you have to earn these leadership points, which come from helping your coaches earn Success Club and helping your coaches right off the bat, like, start earning Success Club points and rank advance their business. So team builder, you need to rank advance a coach to Emerald, and this tracker is wonderful because it breaks it all down for you. So I know this is a little bit more than the call today. Like, this is like a separate call. But this, when I sat down with this a couple years ago and I said, okay, you know what? Like, I should push for bigger goals. Like, I shouldn't just sit here and try to do the same thing. Like, I've been doing this for a while. I have bigger goals. My husband has bigger goals, and we want to achieve those goals together. And I can take the opportunity of this business in front of me to do that. So I sat down with this tracker, and there's a great training, again, I think it's from Kim Carver in the back office. And he talks about this and breaks this down on why this is important and why keeping track of these things matters and why following your volume matters. And that year that I hit 1 star, I sat down and I looked at my volume. Okay, what do I need to do on my right leg? I need to help more coaches on my right leg advance their businesses. I need to help them see the importance of, reaching their own goals. And we do this as a team. So keeping track of this stuff really does genuinely help you hit those next goals in your business. And when you have like a benchmark and you're like, okay, I know like 1,000 volume on my weak leg. Okay, I can certainly get there. And I can't do it alone. So I know that, you know, if I don't have working coaches, then I need to recruit coaches. And I know that, you know, being more comfortable with talking about the products that I'm using to my current challengers, to my current coaches, and why I'm using them, and not being afraid to ask someone if they're struggling with nutrition. Have you tried using the 2B Mindset program? Have you tried using Ultimate Portion Fix? Have you really dived, words are hard, into your nutrition today, really, into nutrition a little bit more and found something that worked for you? And having those conversations, somebody that's, you know, I'm really super sore after my workouts, but I'm drinking Shakeology every day. I can't understand why I'm so sore. Oh my gosh, have you tried Recover yet? Have you, you know, I struggle to get up in the morning. Have you tried Energize yet? Like little things like that. Or I'm super snacky. Have you tried Beach Bars yet? We have all of these great resources and products that can help people with things that they're struggling with, and just having that confidence to have the conversation. I had somebody the other day who has continually struggled with nutrition. And I said, do you have the containers? And because she was talking about, you know, I got those containers and I've never used them. And we got into a conversation about Ultimate Portion Fix and why the containers. And she's literally like had them for years and they're still wrapped up in the package and she's never opened them and has never taken the time to dive in. So where you may see somebody checking into your challenge group every day and everything looks great, they may really silently be struggling behind the scenes. So off on a little tangent there, but having those conversations with people about the products that we have and why we use them and how they can help. Guys, you know, I did Ultimate Reset in January, February, and that was something I never thought I was going to do, and just was like, oh, it's so restrictive. I never felt better after that. And I've had several people who have done it too and have said the same thing and have just felt amazing. So, you know, sometimes you can't really put a price on what you need to feel better. Same thing with like 3-day refresh. A lot of people have really seen a benefit from doing a quick little 3-day refresh to really kind of help reset their sugar cravings or whatever it is that they're struggling with, or they're bloated and they want to get rid of a couple little extra pounds of bloat or that feeling. So those conversations, that not only helps your people, but it helps build your volume too. And it helps you continue to build your business. Okay, I think that's all I got. I can do another call about, I plan to actually, Deidre and I plan to do a call in this leadership group about the team builder and the team leader and like elite and premier. And you guys, it's not if you're really like, I have big goals for this business. I have big goals for myself. I have big goals for my team. It's not a far cry to reach some pretty amazing goals within this year still. Like coaches start the year out at Emerald and finish as elite and 5-star. So it's a matter of, you know, laser focused on the things that it will take to get there and leaning in and not being afraid to say, you know what, like I'm ready to do this. I mean, my armpits get all sweaty when I think about it, but that's, you know, stepping out of comfort zones is what makes us grow. So why not, right? Does anybody have any questions? Okay, so Bod Groups. I will be working tomorrow. I have already planned that my Sunday afternoon with rain and complete boredom will be spent near my computer answering questions, trying to figure this Bod Group stuff out. We were kind of hoping that we would get like a jump start, like that we could kind of, and I don't think that's coming. Like I literally think it's going to turn over at midnight and then we're all going to be like, okay, here we go. Like we're in it. So be patient, ask questions. I'll be around all day today and tomorrow trying to get things set up for that. I think I posted in the team page the Bod Groups thing that's coming. If you have a group, then a challenge tracker group, then I'm going to post that in my group today. I would take that message and post that in the group. Did I post that in the team page? Let me see. Yes, I did. On April 23rd. It's in there from the Boss Babes group, and it just talks about the Challenge Tracker app is moving to the Bod Groups app this weekend. So I'm plugging that into my group today, checking in with people from my group, giving them a heads up, and sending out those messages. And then also will be creating that content tomorrow for my group going forward. You create a cover photo, just like creating a group in my Challenge Tracker. It's very, very similar. And then it'll be open to all of your customers to be able to join. And if you're new and you've never created your own group, I would really suggest going for it. Like, what do you got to lose? You got all these people, they're going to need a place to go. So being able to give them that community. And this may be the thing. Like, we may switch over to this and it may be like, wow, this is like so much easier to run this group than ever before. I don't know. I guess we'll know tomorrow in the next week. All right, I'll get some images up for a May Moms group if anybody wants to use anything like that. And yeah, we'll just keep going. All right, y'all. Thanks for getting on. Does anybody have anything they want to add? Kelly, were you going to say something?
Nope, just thanks and see you later.